Awesome fan segment time. We were here just to want to get one question out and answer it because I think it was a great question on our TD Introduces Digital ID TikTok. And it says, can someone please explain this like I'm 8? I've seen so many videos and I'm confused as to why it's such a big deal with terms of TD introducing digital ID. And the way I want to answer it is when you look at the agreement, it's not a big deal. It seems like it's not a big deal because a lot of it is not really much different from how they operate now.
Yeah.
Aside from a couple wording that makes uncomfortable, and the wording that was used is digital ID. The reason why that's uncomfortable
they didn't try and hide it.
Is because right now we're kind of at an influx. You've probably heard on the news of all of these banks failing. And what's going on is all of what we use as currency, the Canadian dollar, is falling in terms of value.
Yeah.
And we've been seeing from an organization that is kind of put themselves out as wanting to kind of help run multiple countries in the West. They wanted to bring in digital ID. They're called the World Economic Forum. You can find this on their website of what their plans are by 2030. And this digital ID is starting to kind of make its way into our banking systems. And we've been told to kind of keep an eye out for it. And this is what kind of why people are freaking out. It's like, well, the agreement doesn't really seem much different. People are freaking out over this term digital ID.
Right.
And how it would usher in a new currency, a new digital currency called the CBDC, Central Bank Digital Currency. And the problem that people have with that is it's programmable money. And a government can kind of dictate and program into this money where you spend it, how you spend it, how much you can save. They can actually tell you at any point that you have to spend X amount of your savings by X date or you're going to have your money expire.
Yeah.
These are the things that are attributes of digital currency, of digital money, and that are tied to a digital identity. The reason why this is starting to have a bit of credence is because Verified.me is now owned by Interact Corporation. Interact Corporation has shown to be a partner of the World Economic Forum, and they've talked about on their website how they're bringing a digital ID in. Verified.me is a product that you're going to put all your information into, your SIN number, your banking info, your information, and you will not have to sign in directly with a bank anymore. You will just have this program, and this is going to be your key to sign into any bank that you're banking with. They'll also have access to your information. It's your digital identity. Again, it's the reason why people are freaking out is because it comes across as a form of control, and there are some valid problems to it. So hope that answers your question. Do you have anything you want to add to that?
Honestly, I think that covered it. Great. I think the one thing I want to add is like at present, you can log in, for example, to the CRI website through what they call a sign-in partner, which is any Canadian bank. That will likely transition to a verified.me login, which will then, of course, link with your CRA, which really at that point ties off the digital ID at a federal level. So that's when that happens. That's when it's, I think, really game time.
Great point.
Yeah,
absolutely. And Philip, did you have something you wanted us to add in?
Not really. I mean, there's some funny comments some response, but no particular questions. Unless you guys want to touch on any of these.
Well, shout out Marshall saying that we're based as AF.
Oh yeah, man. He said his pronouns are real, stoic, and sigma. He's an icon.
Oh man, but yeah, we really wanted to make sure we answered that specific question from our TikTok
because it is coming.
Yeah,
so good to be informed.
Exactly. And to those who are on our TikTok who are added, it's like, well, so you guys are just fear-mongering, freaking people out. Nothing's coming, nothing's changed.
I'm like, well,
you have to look at nuances, and we tend to not like that in our society these days. So.
Yeah, it's the sauce is in the verbiage.
Yeah. So we love you.
We're out.
Peace.